The Batman's cast and everything you need to know, and why do they look familiar? Matt Reeves' much-anticipated superhero film, The Batman, will introduce its viewers and fans to a whole new version of Gotham City, and more importantly, to many new characters, some of which we have seen in live-action films before, and some which are entirely new to us. The cast might seem very familiar as you progress through this, as most of the actors and actresses have been in recent box office films, and if you're a fan of the superhero genre, you might recognize a lot of them from Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. The cast is reprising the role of some of DC's most loved heroes and villains, and here's everything you need to know about them. But before we begin, please consider subscribing to us. It may be a small click from you, but it goes a long way for us. Let's begin, shall we?
Vengeance.
Number 1, Zoe Kravitz as Selina Kyle, Catwoman.
I can take care of myself.
The infamous Selina Kyle, more popularly known as Catwoman, is Batman's recurring love interest, ally, and frequently, his worst enemy.
New friend of yours?
Selina is a mysterious cat burglar and a drug dealer who is flirtatious and a known thrill seeker. She's a very skilled fighter, someone who has fought against Batman himself.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
Zoe Isabella Kravitz is an American actress who made her acting debut in 2007 in the romantic comedy No Reservations. Since then, her career has been at a high rise. The daughter of Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet had her breakthrough in films in the year 2011 when she was cast as Angel Salvador in the superhero film X-Men First Class.
You can fly?
However, this wasn't her only role in Marvel. In 2018, Kravitz went on to voice the beloved character, Mary Jane in Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. Keeping Marvel aside, this isn't her first time being a part of DC, as she voiced Catwoman in the Lego Batman movie in 2017, and she will now be reprising this role in 2022. Kravitz's performances aren't just limited to films, as she was cast in the HBO drama series, Big Little Lies from 2017 to 2019, for which she earned a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination. Followed by that, in 2020, she won a Black Reel Award for her acting in the Hulu romantic comedy series, High Fidelity. There is a good chance you have stumbled upon Kravitz, and in addition to her several well-acclaimed roles, she's also the stepdaughter of Jason Momoa, who we more popularly know and love as Aquaman from the DC Extended Universe.
Who are you under there?
Number 2, Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, the owner of Wayne Enterprises, is a billionaire, but there's always more than what is seen on the surface. Wayne is also a vigilante who goes by the name of Batman, who loses his parents when they're brutally murdered and hence begins his journey for vengeance and justice. His strength isn't just limited to his physical abilities, but goes way beyond that with mental and intellectual abilities. He is the protector of Gotham City, and the greatest detective ever.
The killer left this for the Batman.
While there were a lot of controversies about this who should play the prestigious role, one wouldn't have guessed it to be Robert Pattinson. Yet somehow it works so far. He is known to star in some big-budget films, while also frequently dipping his toes in independent films, making him one of the 100 highest-paid actors in the industry.
Time isn't the problem. Getting out alive is the problem.
He began his career in 2005 when Pattinson played the role of Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, followed by the Twilight series, which gave him worldwide recognition between the years 2008 to 2012, when he played the role of infamous Edward Cullen. After gaining popularity in mainstream cinema, Pattinson received critical acclamation for his performances in independent films like David Cronenberg's Thriller, Cosmopolis in 2012, David Michaud's Western The Rover in 2014, James Gray's adventure drama The Lost City of Z in 2016, and Robert Eggers' psychological horror film The Lighthouse in 2019. After these, he returned to mainstream media with The Devil All the Time in 2020, where he was cast along with two beloved Marvel Cinematic Universe actors, Sebastian Stan and Tom Holland. In the same year, he also played the leading role in Christopher Nolan's film Tenet, after which we'll now be seeing him as Batman.
Miss Gordon,
Number 3, Andy Serkis as Alfred Pennyworth.
Discovered our little secret. Yes, I admit it. I am Batman.
Alfred Pennyworth is the adopted father and mentor of Bruce Wayne, and by profession, he is the loyal and caring butler of the Wayne family. Alfred is Batman's helper behind the scenes, despite his reservations. After his parents' death, Alfred is the only family that Bruce has left, which leads to their bond growing.
I can't tell.
In addition, he's also an expert martial artist.
Yeah?
Andy Serkis is an English actor, director, and producer. He is best known for his work in the Lord of the Rings trilogy from 2001 to 2003. Furthermore, he has appeared in The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey in 2012, King Kong in 2005, Planet of the Apes reboot series from the years 2011 to 2017, and then Star Wars sequel trilogy films. It doesn't matter what franchise you might follow, you must have come across Andy Serkis at some point. Alfred Pennyworth isn't his first role in a superhero film. Serkis portrayed Ulysses Klaue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with his role recurring in 2 films, Age of Ultron in 2015 and Black Panther in 2018. Aside from acting, Serkis also owns his own production company in London called The Imaginarium, where he made his directorial debut in 2017 with the film Reeve. He also directed Venom, Let There Be Carnage in 2021, which belongs to Sony. It's safe to say that Batman won't be Serkis' first time with a superhero film, but it will be his first time with the DC Universe. In 2022, Serkis and producer Andrew Lee are also set to release a 7-part comic book titled Eternus. Number 4, Paul Dano as Edward Nashton.
The Riddler.
Edward Nashton, who is more popularly known as the Riddler, is a serial killer and terrorist, and one of the biggest villains in the DC Universe. He intends to spread the truth about Gotham City's corruption and the evil that resides within. He is evil, brutal, and psychopathic in his ways of doing what he thinks is right. His signature baggy green costume is perfect for carrying all the equipment he needs to commit the crimes.
Hello, sleepyhead.
Paul Dano started his career in Broadway before he made his debut in films in the year 2000 with James Allen Bradley's film The Newcomers. In 2001, he won the Independent Spirit Award for Best Debut Performance for his role in Lie. He was also nominated for a BAFTA in 2007 for his dual role in Paul Thomas Anderson's film, There Will Be Blood. He was most popularly recognized by the audience for his role in 12 Years a Slave that released in 2013. Apart from being a stellar and versatile actor, Dano also made his directorial debut in 2018 with the drama film, Wildlife. We will now be seeing his performance as the Riddler in Batman, which is different from his previous roles and only makes it more interesting.
Okay. I've been trying to reach you.
Number 5, Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin.
Call me Penguin, a flightless bird, but one with style.
Oswald Oz Cobblepot, also known as the Penguin, is a notorious and ruthless lieutenant of the Falcone crime family. He is also the owner of the nightclub, Iceberg Lawn. Despite his liking, he earned the nickname of the Penguin because of his pointy nose, his clothes, and his fat figure. Oz is a greedy and power-hungry man. He doesn't care how he gets something. He doesn't care about how many people he hurts in the process, as long as it's his in the end.
You know, if I'm at the center of
With another Irish actor to the mix, Colin Farrell first started his career in 1998 with a debut in the BBC drama series Ballykissangel, and the following year, he made his film debut with Tim Roth's drama film The War Zone. This film led to his recognition by Hollywood, where he ended up being cast as the lead role Tigerland in the year 2000. Soon after that, he had established a name in the box office, making a mark in Hollywood and Irish cinema. In 2009, he went on to win a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a Motion Picture Musical or Comedy for the film In Bruges. Despite a brief encounter with drug addiction and being in rehab in the year 2005, along with the sex tape scandal in 2006, there was no stopping Farrell. Along with Batman, he has 2 other films lined up for 2022, The Banshee of Inisherin and 13 Lives. Number 6, Jeffrey Wright as James Gordon. Lieutenant James "Jim" Gordon is a dedicated and honest member of the Gotham City Police Department. He is also one of Batman's most loyal allies. James is a natural-born leader, keeping his cool and calm in the face of danger. Be it the comics, animated shows, or live-action adaptations, wherever Batman goes, Gordon follows. Even though he doesn't show a lot of emotion, we know he deeply trusts Batman and would do anything to protect his city. Jeffrey Wright is an American actor best known for his Tony, Golden Globe, an Emmy-winning role in his portrayal as Belize in the Broadway production of Angels in America and its well-known HBO miniseries adaptation. He has also starred as Jean-Michel Basquiat in the 1996 drama film Basquiat, and more famously as Felix Leiter in the James Bond films Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and No Time to Die. Wright also had a brief role as B.T. Ladier in the Hunger Games films. Much like most of the cast, Wright has also been a part of Marvel Cinematic Universe as the Watcher in the animated series What If, which was released in 2021. Apart from these, he has also starred in the HBO series Westworld since the year 2016. His role as James Gordon will be his first time in the DC Universe, but given his versatile background, the fans can't wait to see what he does with this role. Number 7, Peter Sarsgaard as District Attorney Gil Colson. Gil Colson is the district attorney, who strives to fight injustice, corruption, and crime in Gotham City. Colson is also one of the main targets of the Riddler. In addition to that, he has a problem with telling the truth, and all in all a pretty distasteful person.
Reeves. I've been around.
Peter Sarsgaard started his career in 1995 with his debut role in the feature film, Dead Man Walking. After his debut, he proceeded to appear in independent films in the year 1998 with Desert Blue and Another Day in Paradise. Sarsgaard landed his first role in the year 2001 in Wayne Wong's biographical drama film The Center of the World. He later went on to win the National Society of Film Critics Award for Best Supporting Actor and was nominated for the Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor in 2004 for his portrayal of Charles Lane in Shattered Glass. His role in Batman as District Attorney Gil Colson would not be his first role in the DC Universe. He played the character Hector Hammond in the 2011 superhero film, Green Lantern, alongside renowned actors such as Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Along with that, Peter Sarsgaard also has a relationship with the well-known Spider-Man villain Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who is Sarsgaard's brother-in-law. While we may not know a lot about Gil Colson as a character yet, Sarsgaard admits that his part in this film is extremely intense, and the DC fans can't wait to see what it's all about.
Christ, it's Coulson.
There's a bomb around the set!
Number 8, John Turturro as Carmine Falcone.
Scare me with that mask and that cape.
Don Carmine Falcone is another enemy and a popular villain of the Batman universe, along with being an infamous crime lord of Gotham City. According to the DC Comics, he is one of the earliest enemies of Batman. Much like the other villains in this universe, he is ruthless and will stop at nothing.
Now, I wouldn't have a second's hesitation of blowing your head off right here and right now in front of him. Now, that's power you can't buy.
Just enjoyed the scenes.
John Turturro is an American actor, director, producer, and writer. He has appeared in over 60 feature films and has worked with some of the well-known names in Hollywood like the Coen brothers, Adam Sandler, and even Spike Lee. He began his acting career somewhere in the early 1980s and received early critical recognition with the independent film Five Corners in 1987. Turturro's mainstream breakthrough came with Lee's Do the Right Thing in 1989. In 1991, he won the Best Actor award at the Cannes Film Festival for the psychological thriller, Barton Fink. Some of Turturro's popular roles included the portrayal of Herb Stempel in Quiz Show in the year 1994, followed by Jesus Quintana in The Big Lebowski in 1998. He also played the role of Seymour Simmons in the Transformers film series. We have seen very different roles played by this very talented actor, and know that he will be a great asset and addition to the DC Universe.
He needs you.
Number 9, Barry Keoghan as Officer Stanley Merkel.
He needs Batman.
Officer Stanley Merkel, or Sergeant Merkel, was James Gordon's partner when he started in Gotham City. Merkel is known for his honesty and loyalty, and according to Gordon, he was one of the only honest cops on the force. This character was created by Frank Miller in the Dark Knight Returns universe, making his first ever appearance in the 1986 comic, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns.
Good to meet you, man.
Barry Keoghan is an Irish actor, and in 2020 he was listed number 27 on the Irish Times list of Ireland's greatest film actors. One might most recently recognize him for his role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Keoghan played the role of Druig in the film Eternals, which was released in 2021. While the movie didn't receive as much praise as most Marvel films do, Barry Keoghan stole the hearts of the viewers, very quickly becoming a fan favorite. Before this, he also appeared in Christopher Nolan's film Dunkirk in 2017, which was his first film alongside pop singer Harry Styles, the second being Eternals. Keoghan was nominated for a BAFTA Award for the Best Actor in a Supporting Role for his performance in Calm with Horses in 2019. Apart from films, Keoghan has also appeared in the popular miniseries Chernobyl in 2019 and starred in an episode of Living with Lucy in the same year. While most might recognize Keoghan as a new face in the DC universe, his background gives him a fair bit of recognition, and being a part of Marvel and DC is sure to open more doors for him.
They have been so incredibly supportive.
Number 10. Matt Reeves, the man pulling the strings.
And they loved, from the inception, you know, the pitch.
The man who deserves the biggest round of applause is the director of Batman, Matt Reeves. He's an American film director, screenwriter, and producer who was first recognized for his work in 1998 with the Warner Brothers drama series, Felicity. Some of his other films from genres varying from romantic horror to science fiction were Cloverfield in 2008, Let Me In, which was released in 2010, followed by the popular Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in 2014, and War for the Planet of the Apes in 2017, and February of the same year, Matt Reeves was hired to direct and produce The Batman, where he also co-wrote the screenplay with Peter Craig. Reeves admits that he had started writing the movie with Pattinson in mind, not knowing whether he'd want to do it. Reeves has made some excellent choices with the cast and direction, and soon enough, the viewers will know whether or not these choices have paid off. That was all in this video, but hang around for more The Batman content and other amazing videos. Stay safe, and have a good one.